It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks for allowing us to broadcast or choosing us to watch this morning or this evening or this afternoon, wherever you are, in your office or your home, or even if you're on your smart device. We appreciate you, especially during these very tough and challenging times we live in today. The CEO Sales Huddle has one promise to you, and that promise is to help you grow your sales department using a sales strategy, a sales system, and a sales structure that allow you to get to over $100,000 plus a month, over and beyond whatever your revenue is today, of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And our promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time, by the way. And every morning we like to get started off with our core philosophy. And our core philosophy is success leaves clues. So there's no surprise that every morning we start off with a case study. And the reason we start with that case study is that we look at the success that another CEO had, the challenges the other CEO had. Success has footprints, so we say we can follow these footprints. And how does it relate to us in the sales department as a CEO? Love it. It's one of the things I think brings the high value before we even get started. So let's go ahead and get started right now with our case study. Have you ever thought about how many toothbrushes you toss away? Most don't. But here's an earth-shattering fact. 23 billion plastic toothbrushes are thrown away globally each year. That's enough plastic to circle the planet 12 times. Now, this isn't just a problem for our environment, but an overlooked opportunity for businesses to look at a much bigger picture of waste in their own organizations and how it can relate to the sales department and what changes and opportunities we have. So the co-founders of Surrey, Mark Rushmore and Gaurav Savi, faced quite the uphill battle when they decided to tackle this issue head on with their innovative electric toothbrush. Now, Surrey toothbrushes were designed with the planet in mind, featuring heads made from cornstarch and bristles made from castor oil. Even the body is crafted from a highly recyclable aluminum. And when users are done, they can easily return the brushes for recycling. Now, despite facing 24 factory rejections, Gaurav's persistence led to a breakthrough. Now, this journey reflects a common struggle when it comes to sales strategy, sales implementation, sales leadership, where repeated no's is part of the path to success. Not unlike how a sales leader often needs to chart a new course through skepticism and resistance to see any type of really serious results. In short, it's not easy doing something groundbreaking. So Surrey found a niche by using eco-friendly materials and building a sustainable electric toothbrush that consumers truly enjoy using every day. Their innovation and commitment to customer satisfaction created a revolutionary product that really stands out. So there was a problem, but the secret of relentless focus on a sales system that prioritized sustainability and enjoyment, much like in a sales strategy, knowing your market and staying true to your principles can really set you apart. When customers enjoy using your product, well, it's no surprise, they talk about it. Just like getting rave reviews boosts any sales team's effort, knowing that you're solving a problem, knowing that it's making a difference, well, takes the business to a entirely different level. So the Surrey story teaches us the importance of having a sales system that creates value. It has creativity, sustainability, and most important, it has to be willing to persevere. Just as Surrey disrupted a stagnant market, your business can find new revenue streams by refining your sales strategy, doing your sales positioning, and you as a CEO solving a bigger problem. You see, just remember this. A well-crafted sales strategy is key to growing your business so it can be profitable and make a positive impact on the planet. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And every morning as we get started, I always like to share our mantra. And to me, our mantra is very important because our mantra is focus on sales. And when you think about the case study we just had, Yes, you got to focus on branding. Yes, you got to focus on marketing. Yes, you got to focus on technology. Yes, you got to focus on automation. Yes, you got to focus on operations. But at the end of the day, as a CEO, the number one focus for the CEO is to focus on sales. Now, those are just 3 words, but what a mantra you can have for the sales department. Repeat after me. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, it's going to help you. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. And there's a big why behind this. And the big why behind this is if you can't focus on sales, you just can't be in business. Now, here's the because frame. Because in sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in when you don't have any sales. Here's why, because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, it's hard to stay in business. What's the big takeaway, Shay? What's the big point you want me to have here? Seriously, boil it down if you could into like 5 words. Here it is. Selling is serious business. This is a serious conversation we have every single morning. You have it with your sales team. We have it together. This is like your sales huddle, your sales meeting. Thanks for joining. Isn't it just incredible you can have this opportunity? And as a CEO, we have to look at the other side. We have to say, what is our responsibility? And our responsibility is a pledge that we have to our sales department. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. And you can repeat these words after me just as a pledge from you, the CEO, to the sales department. And here it is. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Then now, since we're in the sales meeting, as a CEO, you think, what are my 3 objectives, Shay? Well, number 1 is about the sales progress. We want to take a look at what's working, what isn't working. We want to look at where we are and where we're going. It makes sense to me. And then just like the case study this morning, there's going to be some hurdles out there. So every day is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. So what's the hurdles? Where should we be focused on? And then it's to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Let's go ahead and break those things down for you because I think that's important. Sales pillar number 1 is you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. And if you don't have that, you can go to CEOsaleshuddle.com and get your 1-page CEO sales plan. There's no cost for that. Number 2, the sales cycle. What is that? But number 3, the sales message. What is the message we're communicating in the market that we know there's a problem? And we have a solution to solve the problem. And then we're going to go over to the CEO dashboard. I love the CEO sales dashboard because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And we spent a whole segment on that. And then you must have a 7-figure sales team. I mean, success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. So you want to focus on that. And then as we get together every morning, Shay, what's your focus? Where are we at? Well, I love to check in with you and say, you know what? If you're out there right now, I love to connect with you. Love to hear more about you and what you're up to. How do you do that? Well, one of the ways you can do that is you can look right below the video. And when you look right below the video, you can see me, but I can't see you. Love to connect with you. So look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here. That's the bat signal that you're in this conversation. And if you're watching and you got the replay, just put hashtag replay. Maybe you can't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern, and that's okay, by the way. And then for all those that want to connect online, because you're watching on one of our on-demand streaming platforms, you're not on social media right now. You're listening to the podcast. You're on Roku. You're on Apple TV. You're on Amazon Fire. You're one of our syndicated platforms of a lot of our sister syndicated companies that are broadcasting this. Do me a favor. Drop me a DM over at @IamCheBrown. Just go over to @IamCheBrown. Drop me a DM. Let me know that you're in the conversation. The number 1 question I get asked often is, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, with less effort. You can also head on over, by the way, and say, okay, what's the big why? Our big why for you showing up every day is about sales growth, accountability, and consistency. And we've created a way to do that. And the way to do that is you show up for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day. So all we ask for is 15 minutes a day. There's 1,440 minutes in every day. We're asking for 15 minutes a day. That's like 1% of the day. And that 1% of the day, when you tune in, I'm going to ask you to look at one thing. We have one outcome, and our outcome is $100,000 plus a month of revenue over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're in this conversation. These ideas are top of mind to you. And as a result, you're just more likely to execute. But the question always comes up is, how do you do that? Like, I like it. Sounds good. But how does that really happen? Seriously, I like to know, Shay. And so we created something called the CEO Sales Dashboard. Because it didn't exist, our clients, CEOs needed a place to go measure and manage what's going on in the sales department, which is the number one challenge that entrepreneurs have today. It's just not enough sales in the business. And so we say, okay, tell you what, we got 5 metrics you got to look at. Leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Made sense, but now they say, well, how do I do that? So you can go download the CEO Sales Dashboard, go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com, and you can download it. When you download it, it looks something like this. And it's going to be an Excel sheet. So you download the Excel sheet, you can go across the top, find today's date, go to your database, say how many leads came into your database yesterday. Because what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You can look and insert your 2 top products in there. And just track those 2 products alone. And you can look at appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So now you got it all lined up over there, which makes sense. That's kind of cool. And then you go across the top. Now I just want to do a deep dive in one area today. Let's look at repeat business. So go in your database today. Open it up. Seriously, go to today's date and put down how many new products were sold. So you may look and say, okay, here's how much revenue came in from a product that an existing client purchased something new. Okay, how many came in from existing products? So if I'm an Apple user, maybe I own an iPad, I went and bought a MacBook Pro. If I'm an existing customer, maybe I came in and I already had an iPhone, decided I need to get an iPhone case. And then some of you have subscription-based products. So you're able to go do a deeper dive and say, look, I sold something in January. This month, the person is continuing to pay me 8, 9, 10 months later. So that's my subscription revenue. That's membership revenue. What gets measured gets managed. You can go and say, where do I need to do a deeper dive? I love the CEO Sales Dashboard. It's the number one way to grow the business. But then we go to the other side and we look and say, okay, wait a minute. What are some of the wins that we've had? And I love looking at wins because powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So we're going to look at 3 wins we had. Go ahead and ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1 is the CEO of the company. What are you most proud of? You look at the sales department results yesterday. We just looked at the CEO sales dashboard. You were just there looking at it. So, okay, I got it. What are you most proud of? Seriously. What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? This is just in the sales department alone. This is not about me. It's not a good thing or bad thing. But as a CEO, if I can bring you on right now and you just want to brag about the results yesterday, like one thing you want to raise your hand and say, in the sales department, I want to brag about this yesterday. What would you brag about? You see, powerful people ask powerful questions because questions, they're focused. And in this life, I know you get exactly what you focus on. But hey, every day is not rainbow, cupcakes, and unicorns. We got to go to the other side. And we got to say, wait a minute, what are some of the challenges? Just like the case study we did this morning, what were some of the challenges that we have? And what are we doing about it? Now, this is not about me. It's not a good thing or bad thing. This is just, we do this every morning. This is why you're here in the CEO Sales Huddle. This is your sales meeting. You're with the sales team. So what was the biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? As a CEO, wouldn't you want to know? You, as a CEO, we allocate the resources to the sales department. As a CEO, we allocate the sales processes to the sales department. And as a CEO, we make the decisions. So what was the biggest challenge yesterday in the sales department? Number 2, what's preventing the sales department from moving forward today? And number 3, what's the one thing you can do? As a CEO, you can make that decision and can move that business forward. Just one thing. It's up to you to make that decision. What would it be? My message of the day is stay the course. My message of the day is stay the course. My message of the day is stay the course. Focus on sales. Focus on doing little things well so you can get big results. So you take a look and you slow down and say, wait a minute, what's working in our lead generation department? Do more of that. What's working in our appointment setting department? Stay the course. What's working in our closing department? Stay the course. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Do the small things. And you know, there's old saying small hinges swing really big doors. And man, what a great time to do this. With that being said, I want you to know you're amazing. You're incredible. You're awesome. Thanks for allowing us to broadcast and stream into your home. You've got a lot of choices, but you choose to be with us. We don't take that lightly. Thank you so much. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you, we'll make some good things out. We connect again next time. God bless, and we out of here. Peace.